Today, we're diving into leadership, but not the kind you're born with, that whole natural leader myth. We're talking about the kind you build step by step through your actions. We're going to break down how you can spot future leaders on your team, and if you're the one looking to step up, how you can send all the right signals that you're ready. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so picture this. You're in a team meeting. Just take a look around. Who's the leader? Is it the person who's talking the most? The one with all the big ideas that everyone seems to love? Well, your first guess probably isn't the right one.
Yeah, it's almost never the loudest or even the most popular person in the room. We have this idea of what a leader should look like, and honestly, it's time we just toss that idea out the window.
And this right here, this is the core idea for our entire conversation. Leadership isn't something you are, it's something you do. It comes down to things you can actually see. Actions like building trust, being curious, and taking ownership. The best part? These are all skills that anyone, and I mean anyone, can learn and put on display.
So first things first, let's officially bust that myth. We've got to look past the usual stereotypes of what a leader is supposed to be, because if we don't, we're going to miss the people with real, actual potential. What's so great about this is how it lays it all out. We get loudness mixed up with leadership all the time, or we see someone jump on all the fun, high-profile tasks and think, oh, there's a leader. But the real potential, it's in the person who is just quietly reliable, the one who's always asking questions, and the one who actually takes ownership when something goes wrong.
To help us frame this, we're going to use two key terms. You've got torch givers. These are your current leaders, the mentors who are looking to pass on some responsibility. And then you have torch receivers. These are the aspiring leaders, the ones who are ready to prove they can handle more. What we're really talking about is how these two people find each other.
And that leads us straight to our first core trait, building trust. Look, this isn't just some nice-to-have skill. It is the absolute, non-negotiable foundation of leadership. If you don't have trust, nothing else even matters.
So how do you build that trust? Simple. Reliability. Think of reliability as the currency of trust. Nobody is going to give you an important, high-stakes project if they can't trust you. You want more responsibility? You have to absolutely crush the responsibility you already have. This shows you both sides of the coin perfectly. If you're a torch receiver, your job is simple. Be the person no one ever has to follow up with. Do your task, update its status, and let people know early if you hit a snag. And if you're a torch giver, test for it. Give someone a tiny, low-risk task. How they handle that one little thing will tell you everything you need to know about whether they're ready for something bigger. Okay, so once that trust is there, what comes next? Well, the engine that takes a person from being a good helper to a potential leader is curiosity.
This is such a critical difference. I mean, anyone can follow a to-do list, right? That makes you a helper, and hey, that's incredibly valuable. But the person who wants to know why we do a task this way, how it fits into the bigger picture, that person is signaling that they care about the health of the entire organization.
This one simple question is an incredibly powerful signal. When a torch receiver asks this, it's not a challenge, it's an invitation to learn more. And for a torch giver, this question is your cue. It's your sign to start mentoring.
And here's a perfect real-world example. A helper just points out a problem. This folder is a mess. A future leader? They point out the problem and immediately offer to be part of the solution. They're not just complaining. Their brain is already working on how to fix the system for everyone. So we have trust as our foundation and curiosity as the engine. The final piece, the thing that makes it all visible to everyone else, is the spark. Taking initiative.
This is probably the most obvious sign of leadership potential. Let's be real. Current leaders are almost always swamped. They don't need more people pointing out problems. They need people who show up with solutions. And that's exactly what initiative is. Now, these are the magic words for any aspiring leader. Don't just ask, how can I help? Because that just gives your busy boss another task, figuring out how you can help. Be specific. This question is amazing because it's so easy for them to answer, and it makes it super simple for them to just say yes. You know a fantastic way to show initiative? Volunteer for the boring work. Seriously, anyone will volunteer to run the cool, fun event, but the person who offers to take the meeting notes or clean up the budget spreadsheet, they're proving they're serious. Plus, that's where you learn how the organization really works behind the scenes.
And this is a huge call to action for all the mentors out there. When someone steps up like that, thank them. Thank them in the public chat channel or in the next team meeting. When you reward initiative, you're going to get more of it. You are actively creating a culture where people feel safe and encouraged to take ownership. So, we've covered these 3 key traits: reliability, curiosity, and initiative. Now, let's just bring it all together and talk about how this whole process makes that leadership handover actually happen. You know, at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. These aren't just vague ideas. They are clear, actionable signals. They're the language an aspiring leader uses to say, hey, I'm ready. And they are the exact signs a current leader is looking for to say, I see you.
And that really brings us to our final question. Spotting potential and showing you're ready, that's just the first step. It's how the mentor and the mentee find each other in the first place. But once that connection is finally made, how do you make sure that handover of responsibility is actually successful? Well, that's where the real art of mentorship truly begins.